pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Steps. He's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. On the punt, 2 on the return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. A second nice move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll run with Love. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Palmer. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Bryce Love with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
The score, Jaguars 7, Browns nothing.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 2nd down now, it's Walker. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he locates Walker complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
43-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try the left side. It's Walker, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
43-yard line.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. The counter here, it's complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. They're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Here's Jamie Gillendow as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. As it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. This is Love. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Palmer. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. Finds an opening past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Uh-oh. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bryce Love, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Seibert on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Browns nothing.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They'll try the left side. Walker. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
I'm not sitting down with my account.
ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Aaron Donald. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. On 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Browns 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right?
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
At the 2-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. With Love here, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2nd and 3. Rolling to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Walker with a grab, left side. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
18-yard line.
Keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Aaron Donald, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Palmer. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, it's Palmer. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Certainly not. What he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
But now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 4. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate, and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They go play action with Palmer. Able to hit his target Lamb. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's Love. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
He was tackled at the
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, Palmer. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Palmer. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They run again with Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down.
From the gun, it's Palmer. He'll fire deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Going to give it to Love. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
24, Jaguars 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. Dances by him. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. The throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
At the 43-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hold in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Back to throw again. It's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Running to start the drive is Love. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing now is Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on first down. Love. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll get it down to the plane at the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Be a win for